for a swim, okay, but why? Presumably started chasing something. What are you at, lad? What are you at? It's having a swim, isn't it?
Oh, sorry, man.
Chugged in them headphones again, yeah. So you were saying I should go to your spot and become an ice cream man.
Round here, right? No, they'd have your bollocks off once you started fucking about with all that Vietnamese cash.
Funny.
Yeah, funny, man. It's funny. Oh, I don't think you struggle there. No, you pretty much. Well, it's a different ball game over here. I mean, for a kick-off, if you can't work because you're caring, then there's lots of benefits. You know, they'll pay. Yeah, lots of benefits. Yeah, you get all kinds of breaks. You know, for that. Plus your carers allowance. Plus damp and all sorts of bits and bobs, you know. But yeah, but they won't pay council tax and things like that, won't they? You know what I mean? No. No, it might. I mean, I know we've joked about it in the past and stuff, but at some point it might be a best bloody option coming over. I don't see what you've done over there, really, you know. It's a pretty hard-faced government you've got. Certainly wouldn't get away with news articles like that one you sent me from your police commission. I say that is ridiculous. There'd be uproar on the streets. There'd be rioting on the back of that one. There'd be no copper dare let out. You see that when he sent me about the paper saying they were ruling by fear, the police. When it came to drugs, they're saying that they would never consider legalising because they rule by fear. That was the headlines. I said, well, can you imagine the fucking uproar we'd have here if they did that? Just... And of course that's before we start talking about NHSs and things like that, you know. Got to say our at-home nurse caring thing is sanctioned on, and you'd have carers here. They'd be happy to help you get carers and sort that out for you. They get what, those NHS funding? Yeah, I would have thought so, yeah.
What?
Rosie saying you get NHS funding as well for being in that position. Not like we did with Jay. You allocate money so that you can spend it on carers, nurses and stuff to sit well, and you go and do whatever. And as tricky as that one is, you know, we definitely have some good ones. You want to pick and choose a bit.
There's a few there,
You there, it's all bit but at least there's a lot more options here than you're getting. You know, I keep hearing your options and thinking, well, are they options? Technically, is that an option? I'm not sure it is. I've only built a minor wall and it's already flashing red. I get the feeling the ground around here is pretty fucking deep.
Pity that we weren't at a house all with the bird. It's a worrying sign. I wonder what killed them.
Don't upset the diverger.
And they're all dead.
Now you see, that's the kind of thing that really fucks them off.
Wasn't me. I went back to that spot where the aggro diverger were, and they were still aggro. I went back weeks later.
Really?
Just kicked off every time I looked at them. I think what's going on there? There's something gone amiss because there's been no aggro.
Yeah, there's something a bit janky there for sure.
So it just removed all of the things I had around there. Just moved away from there. Best
However,
avoid conflict.
by contrast, on one's world, you can pretty much do what you want at the diverger anyway.
I didn't dare take a needle from them, and then I thought as well, what am I going to do with a needle? There's no needles.
What are you gonna do with a needle?
But I would be curious to see if they kicked off, because I know you said they didn't, but then you let me drown
They
as
didn't.
well, so...
They didn't. No, I promise you they didn't. No, they say it, but nothing actually happens. You can take what you want from the Verger house when you...
So you can break open the box and they won't start shooting.
Long as you don't take a swipe at them, then you're good. And even weirder than that, I think and I can't be sure of this, but my understanding is that if I aggro one diverger, the rest stay unaggroed.
I'd love to see you. I want proof.
Oh, it's a bit like that, isn't it? But yeah. Well, we'll go find a diverger house and I'll take some shit and you see what happens. Nothing. They say all the things that they would say if they were going to attack, you know, but nothing actually transpires. Strangely.
We do well, Archipelago. Want to get wet.
Yeah, yeah.
Swimming in this now, well.
Get wet now. That's always fun.
You know when you go up to the edge of a rock, normally you just kind of get closer and you stop drowning.
Yeah. Not always.
Not always. I was going to talk about
It
not always.
it is. It is weirdly rock dependent. Yeah, not quite sure what the criteria is on that one, but I've just had to switch worlds for the same reason. You know, it's like, oh please, come on, that's the fourth rock in a row. What is? Yeah, gather some energy back. More good.
It's crazy.
Hang on.
Excuse me. I think that's a sign to go and check on things, right?
User joined your channel.
Hey, blood. Alright, I think. Plodding along. What about yourself, fella? You don't sound right sure.
Why not? I've literally only just sat down. I'm having my first cup of coffee since 12:30 today, I think. So, yeah, been a long afternoon.
Road is long.
Indeed.
No word on your test. Cancellation.
Just reminded me, I completely forgot to check that this morning. Well, at the moment it is 26th of October. My phone's not going to charge. I'm completely stuffed. I'm literally just, I walked in, sat down and ate. I hate doing that straight after driving. Need a chance to settle down first.
Yeah.
Is everything running on a go slow?
Washed out to sea. Definitely don't want sucking over the edge.
Hello.
He's always up for a bit of sucking over the edge.
Hello. Hello.
Just like it.
Good evening, brother.
Good evening, sir. How are you?
Alright.
Well buzzed up.
Oh, Bloodlet!
Yes.
I was watching someone today. His name is Ashley Neal or something on YouTube, and he was talking about a driving instructor. And they showed a video of an ambulance coming up behind someone who's in a driving lesson. And there was a bus lane to the left. And the driving instructor, apparently, according to Ashley Neal, this guy said correctly, don't go in the bus lane, don't pull over to the left to get out of the way of the ambulance. Because it's an offence to drive in the bus lane. Yeah, where I come from, you just get out of the way, you pull over and they fly by and no one cares. But apparently in your well-organised country, the emergency vehicle should either... What?
Well, I was just going to say, I only read last week about somebody that was complaining that they got fined for going into a bus lane to move out of the way for an ambulance, and the picture that they sent him's got the ambulance screaming past them with his nose in the bloody bus lane,
Yeah.
and they still find him.
Yeah.
See, that's weird because if you pull up behind, if there's a vehicle waiting to turn right, for example, and there's a bus lane to the left of you and there's a lot of traffic behind you, you can actually enter the bus lane to go around them.
Sensible.
Traffic.
Sensible. Keep everything flowing.
Yeah.
Yeah.
No, I don't.
It's fucking stupid, isn't it? Just get out of the bloody way. Someone could be dying in an ambulance and you're faffing around. Oh.
Well, yeah, I mean, it would make more sense for the ambulance to be going down the bus lane, but...
They don't like
That'd
doing
make
that.
more, yeah, well, when you put it like that, that makes more sense, yeah.
But they don't. This guy was buzzing your man the whole time. I've been blowing the horn to tell him to pull over. So the ambulance drivers have none of that go down the bus lane. Okay. If you're on your driving test, don't go on the bus lane. Okay.
Ooh, there is a cancellation.
There you go.
It's still in October, but it is 2 weeks before.
And David, what were you watching where they were complaining? And what was the outcome?
Oh, it was just something I made morning read in the papers. Couldn't even tell you what paper. It might have been Birmingham Live or something, actually. Getting fed bits from there. But yeah, I just read it that he got fined and thought it was his understanding that he could use touch lanes to get out of the way of services, and the picture that they put up was the picture of him with his car in the bus lane and the ambulance whipping past. And at first thing I said to Rosie, I said, well, that's an eye-opener, because I wouldn't have thought twice about it, like, you know, but somebody's got to die so I don't get a 60 quid fine. I'm up for it.
Yeah, it's a funny one. Ooh.
Oh. There is Bob Joe. Don't need him.
Yes.
And send him a text if you're missing him.
Doesn't do text, remember? Oh, except he did it when he had a Baldur's Gate emergency. You heard that story, didn't you? He learned how to use text messages so he could get in touch with Greg, because his character had died in Baldur's Gate. Needs, must, and all that.
Oh my god, I can't see shit.
Oh, fascinating, David. Thank you for your contribution.
Basically, my test is in 3.5 weeks now.
You gone for the cancellation and have your blood?
Well, yeah, I mean, anything to bring it forwards. 1:30 in the afternoon, so I'm going to be first examination after lunch break, basically.
That sounds good. At least in halfway through the day, he's relaxed.
The last time I was the last one before he could actually have lunch.
Alright, well that's as good as a fail, isn't it? You know what I mean? Pressure's on at that point. Angry, yeah. Just gotta fucking fail this one, I can get home, get me fish and chips, job done. Any of these portals are going. Oh. The answer is 10 yards further along than where I am. Weird. And the base one ain't working. Oh shit.
Fake world, or real one?
Fake.
Well, now that you've hit this apparently insurmountable problem, what's next?
Well, I am currently trying to build 2 very large buttresses out to sea, but I can't see shit. It's pitch black anyway. The snow's coming down like folk, storm, wind, and now it transpires I don't actually have a portal back to the base. I don't know where. The whole put a portal down wherever and whenever is makes us some very unorganised portaling. Guess I've just got to hang around here in the dark until...
Stick a bed down.
Yeah, bed down. Well, I don't know. I'm on the side of a mountain. Can I really be arsed? Build all that shit.
Or could you just wait till daybreak?
Could I just wait till daybreak, which is right around the corner? That's what my mama told me when I was about knee high. Walk tall, walk high, look right in the eye.
Interesting. Who's that?
That was still me.
No. Babe, who sung, who singing, and in what style?
Sung that. Bit Engelberty, doesn't it? I don't know.
Ooh.
Old song is that? Hold it.
Dunno.
Oh my god, it latched on. But it's really not an easy thing to do. Building in the fucking ocean like this, you just get every 2 fucking seconds a wave comes and you gotta put your tool away. Tricky as.
Puts your tool away for you.
Yeah, well it does it for you, yeah.
Very.
I do kind of feel like I'm wasting my time. I really feel I need something to... Yeah.
Oh, is blood there either? Did you watch David's documentary?
Loki didn't. Yeah, I sent you a link to that PETSCOP. 3 hours long. Now you've got loads of time to just sit back and watch videos these days. Nothing much on your plate. Well, Johnny watched it and skipped through a few bits, obviously. Gonna guess about an hour and a half's worth. Then sent me a Samai's version, which was 10 seconds long.
Did you like that video?
Didn't watch it.
Only 10 seconds long.
I didn't realise that was it. Clicked on it to watch it, and I can't think what happened. Something janky happened on the telephone. Telephone said, Christ, you're not watching that shit, eh? Didn't we just do 3 hours of that?
So you made me watch a 3-hour video and then I sent you literally 10 seconds long and you couldn't watch it.
What's your point, sorry?
Just checking I have it all straight.
Yeah, I think so.
And, well, we don't get to discuss what it means yet because Bloodlet hasn't seen it yet.
Well, I tried to. But you were all like, I don't understand, David.
No,
da,
no,
da, da,
hang on. I'm
mate,
not saying you don't understand. Oh shit.
Oh, now you do understand.
Yeah. My understanding is different from yours.
So you get the whole ghost in the ship.
None of that matters. It's a fictional story.
But it does matter, doesn't it? It does matter.
Oh.
Well, yeah, that could be the answer.
What do you mean? So someone wrote a story. It doesn't matter what's in the story. The only thing that matters is they wrote a fictional story.
Mobius loop. I'm not going to go around the same argument. Didn't watch it, you didn't watch it. Fine.
David.
If you don't
It's not
get it, you
real.
don't get it. But yeah, it is real, and that's...
What are you talking about, you man thing? It's a fiction written in 2017.
We just let Blood watch it, and then we'll have the argument again later.
I'm sorry, I must admit I'm completely ignoring both of you at the moment. I'm talking to my, I'm texting my instructor. I've got a new date. I need to fit things in.
I'm sure you were going to say Sue then. No.
Nope.
Oh shit! And I'm in again. What the hell was that noise?
David.
There's absolutely no way on God's earth a fulling is appearing in the deep north.
Dave.
Johnny.
It's like someone watching Star Wars and then coming to going, oh my god, they blew up this planet and there's this guy with a mask, and that's what you're doing. You're telling me the details of the story like it's real.
Horses for courses. If you don't get it, you don't get it. It's fine.
Dave, it's a bloody fictional story. Why are you... taking it as real.
Struggling with a few of the concepts. Even I was confused in places. You had to really concentrate, rewind. I mean, I don't know, maybe
You're
3 hours.
going into depth about the story, but the fact of the matter is, at that level, it's just a story that the guy wrote in 2017. The real person has actually posted messages about what he wrote as well, that one can read if one doesn't believe it's the real. You know, he just wrote a fictional story. What?
You seem very keen to talk about it now. Now you seem very keen. You sure?
What? You know,
Sure.
Snow White and the Seven Dwarfs is not real.
So
It's a
PETSCOP,
story.
So PETSCOP doesn't exist as a game. Paul never existed. Paul played a part.
Correct.
Care never existed.
The guy wrote the story with those characters in it. He took some of the characters and some of the attributes and some of the things that were going on from real life.
He did.
Well, that's it. And he said he regretted doing that.
Yeah. So what was the point of the story? What was that then?
It's just a genre horror story.
It's on about the Bible again. What were we talking about? Sorry, Dave.
It's pretty much like the Bible. It's not real.
It's very technical. I think you'd be bored shitless within minutes, blood.
I just
But the documentary was quite good.
documentary. It's fascinating that you think it's real. I don't know if you're trolling me with that idea.
No. Let's take the whole thing's made up for a 3-hour documentary, and all the other YouTubers and everyone followed suit, and PETSCOP.
No, the guy. Okay, so what he did was in 2017 he released a series of analog horror. So, and he created a story around this video game, and he based little bits of it on real life, and that's it. And people enjoyed the series and thought it was really weird and interesting.
And this is the same guy that's narrating and playing the game, the young lad, Paul.
Now, Paul's a fictional character.
And that's how Paul ties into the game then. He is part of the game, is what you're telling me.
No, I didn't say that.
Well, he must be, if you're saying the whole thing's
he's
a
just
narrative.
a character in a story.
So he's part of the game.
Dear God.
Am I going too quick?
It's like saying, oh, Han Solo's real because you talked
Hang
about
on a minute, let's get it down to
He's
basics.
not real.
So Paul isn't real.
Paul is a fictional character reading his part in this story that you ran around, Colin Thompson or whatever his name is.
I'm glad we've cleared that
What?
up. I'm saying I'm glad we've cleared it up.
You're being very odd. Say that now.
Anyway, I got it. I enjoyed it.
Jim, my driving instructor is not cheap.
Really.
And
Well, you're not joking. 40 quid an hour?
yeah, and in order to go to the test centre and basically run one of the possible routes that I'd be taking out on for the, that's we're talking a 2-hour lesson because it's a half-hour drive out, an hour route because that's what you get tested on, examined for an hour, and then half an hour run back basically. That's what he actually does an hour because he does all of his training actually in Taunton around the test centre area.
Yeah.
So all of his lessons are a minimum of 2 hours. He says it's just a waste of time just doing an hour with anyone. But
Yeah.
I'm trying to get. He's already said once I've actually passed, he wants me to actually drive under and actually train under. He's called Drive It. It's called a motoring. Actually, do it under his title and drive it. We haven't worked out exactly what that means yet. I haven't gone that far down, so it probably means it. It's what he's suggesting is he will take care of booking everybody's exams because he gets up at 6 o'clock every Monday morning to actually get all of his pupils' tests booked in. That's when the test dates are released. Actually throw me all of. He'll basically keep my diary full of people that are needing training. Obviously, he'll take a commission for that. But he says even while I'm actually on my pink license, once I can actually start charging, even on my pink license, I can charge exactly the same as what he's charging. But why don't I just do it on my own? So I can charge 40 quid an hour, and he's having to turn people away constantly because that's why he's trying to get me on board, and he's got a couple of other ADIs he's trying to get on board because he's having to turn away so much work. It's crazy.
Does sound like it might be a good foothold, you know. Certainly a good
I'm
place to start, you know, instant custom, that kind of thing.
I mean, I first of all, when I started looking into it, I was looking at joining one of these like Reds or BSN or AA, where you pay like £2.5 grand or whatever. But at the end of it, you end up with a franchise. But it is so much money involved per month to pay them for, because if you've got the car rental or God knows what else on top of that. It's so much you basically get locked into having to earn. You need to be earning basically £500 a month just to pay for everything for being part of their franchise. It's like, I do not want to be involved in that. Well, he's offering basically the same thing without actually locking you into a franchise. You know, I'll be using my own car. You know, he's not interested in locking me into anything. It'll be his company name going around on top of my car, and he'll be earning a commission off of it.
Yeah, plus he'll be covering the cost of advertising and everything else. So that could be like an internship. You could have a year or two's experience just out of it.
Well, this is it. Yeah, I mean,
then break free and do your thing.
Because if I was going to just go straight in and do it set up on my own, I'd have to be finding out, who the best company is to go for insurance and things like this. Get liability insurance and stuff like that. Hopefully, it'll be actually under him, the majority of it. And if not, then at least he knows. Who the best companies are to go to.
He would have a lot of answers, wouldn't he, if he's been in the game that long? That would be quite a handy thing to be more like an internship, wouldn't it, on a commission basis?
Exactly, yeah. So
I'm not a bad thing at all.
No, I'm quite happy with that. He's a really nice guy as well.
He sounds good.
Yep.
I bet he'd have understood PETSCOP.
I mean, the local Facebook, my name, Chit Chat is called. There's always people on there saying, does anybody recommend a local driving instructor? And it's always him that gets recommended. He's got a really, really good reputation. So if I was going to be joining anyone, then he would be my first choice anyway.
Yeah. All we're going to do now is pass that test, and I'm sure you'll get it right this time. You're a cool guy, I'm pretty sure you'll get on top of it.
This is the whole thing. I'm sitting in that test centre waiting for the bloody examiner to come out for 10 minutes. I worked myself up to the point of I was completely gibbering wreck. So I was not a cool guy at all that day.
Yeah, just not have you down like that at all. I do see you as a very sort of calm, collated, logical kind of person anyway,
Yeah.
But nerves can hit anyone at any time. And if it's going to happen, it's going to happen. It's something that matters like that, isn't it? So, but now you've seen it, now you've been in there.
This is it.
You've seen it.
I know I'll be walking in with a completely different attitude next time. I'll just walk, let's just go ahead and do this. Sit back, enjoy the ride.
Sit back, have another drink. Still got one in hand anyway. But yeah, sit back, enjoy it, and think positively. My glass is half full, and I've still got one in hand. So you're good. You got it, man.
Well, I'm talking to him now. He's going away for a week's holiday on the 30th, and I'm trying to get in with him to do a 2-hour, just to cover everything that I did get picked up on the test, to cover that and make sure I've actually relearned one. I think I have anyway, but I just want to go around with him while he's, got an extra pair of eyes watching that I am checking the right mirrors each time, etc. And then, if possible, another one actually when he comes back, just for a quick refresher before my actual test. Because I started doing silly things like, one thing the examiner picked me up on was every time I went to go around parked cars, instead of just looking in my mirror, I was doing the old biker's shoulder check.
Yeah.
And Paul said, I did notice you started doing that the last time I went out with him. But he didn't actually comment on it. It's like, well, I haven't done that. It's because I was getting the same feelings from doing it. I mean, the bike test was the last test I took. And it was like, it's just almost like slipped back into the, must remember my lifesaver check before you do anything, which you don't do that again. So yeah, the examiner jumped straight on that. It says, you're spending half the time looking over your shoulder, not where we're actually going. He didn't like it at all. So I've managed to train myself back out of doing that again, because I literally just in the 2 weeks before the test, that's when I started doing that. Crazy. So yeah, I want to do just a quick refresher again before my actual test with Paul, just so he can say, why have you started doing that? I didn't realise I had, sort of thing. I think by that point, everything, I am consciously, every time I drive, of course I drive for like 4 or 5 hours a day anyway, with my work. But I'm consciously making sure every time I do anything, I'm doing the right mirror checks and stuff, so it should be completely natural when I actually come to do my retest.
It's actually really, I can remember the first time we went out on that driving lesson, and it's weird. You've driven a car before, and I said, "Oh, Christ, yeah, I've had a couple of cars, We owned a paper shop at the time, and we were big friends with a farmer we knew. We used to go out. My dad was a big mate. Back page, chocolate drink. He had a huge tarmac road network all over his farm, and those days we delivered the papers, and my dad always used to chuck the car keys and say, "Go on, you do Brian's," and it was a good couple of miles over the dales and hills, but it was all private roads, so there was no problem.
Yeah.
And the first thing he said was, I said, "Oh yeah, I can drive a car, whipping around for 20 minutes, and got a lot of work to do." All just bad habits and habitual. Yep. But that is the point, the point I'm making is that driving how they want you to drive is a very hard thing to do.
Yeah. Oh yeah, I mean, I learned to drive when I was 12. My brother taught me to drive. Unfortunately, he's a rally driver. So he taught me to pull off the perfect Scandinavian flick before he even showed me how to hill
locking, handbrake turns.
Yeah, I couldn't hill start. Scandinavian flick, no problem. Yeah, I was more comfortable driving a car sideways on mud than I was zipping down a high speed.
It's a tricky one. And it's even harder in your way of learning, because I knew the minute that I got my licence I'd be able to just... In fact, my instructor said, "Don't worry, it's a good minute that you've got your licence, you'll forget most of this anyway." And he was absolutely right, you just crack on driving now. But of course you can't do that. Can't do that. No, you've got to learn it and stick to it, otherwise you'll pass on those habits to whoever you're learning, teaching. So, it's a tough one.
The first thing I had to do was to reteach myself to do the whole 10 to 2 on the steering wheel thing, not just putting the ball in my hand on the top of the steering wheel and spinning it like a tractor. Well, that's how it was driving.
Oh, he pulled me up on that one. Yeah, I remember that one quite clearly. I said 10 to and 10 past. I can remember repeating it back to him. Well, like a clock.
User joined your channel.
Probably did the last 10 minutes with one hand on the wheel, do you know what I mean?
They've relaxed on that. Before, if you so much as crossed your hands over to the steering wheel, they'd fail you for it because they said you're no longer in control. But you can now actually they prefer the 10 to 2 push-pull your thing. But as long as you're actually in control, yes, you can actually cross your hands over now. They don't like you just spinning it with one hand.
Yeah. No, it's a tough call. It is a tough one. There's a lot happening there.
Yeah, I mean, my first driving lesson, went down into town. It was actually my auntie. She was going by the name of Monument Driving School. She was actually a driving instructor as well as being my aunt. Went out with her the first day. We drove through the local town, and we came out of town heading towards the next town. So it was like main roads between the two. And I said, I think there's something wrong with your car. It doesn't seem to be accelerating. She says, no, there's nothing wrong with the car. I have my foot on the brake. We're still in the 30 zone. I just wanted to go. No, open road. Let's go.
Go. Yeah. The road is open. Foot down.
Oh.
Well, what about it, Rob?
Robbo.
No.
We got the chair working.
Hey.
Oh my
How
God.
did you fix it?
But some games it seems that you have to start the motion simulator symptoms after playing the game. I don't know why. It's not for every time for everything. But sometimes that just kicks in then. You're like, oh, okay.
See, I used to have to do that all with my chair.
Really?
It was always the last thing you kicked in was the chair.
It wasn't always like that, but there was an update, and then I think that just threw it off. Now it's gone back to the way it always was. But I guess, but I didn't know that. I always had it working the other way. So look, it's always super simple, isn't it? That fixes in the end. I was like,
Yeah.
Christ Almighty. I played everything yesterday. In and out of this video.
I'm still itching to. I haven't done it, but I am itching to get back into War Thunder in VR again. After watching that Spitfire flying overhead, that was.
Doing the same myself actually. Jamie's just got himself set up with the War Thunder account, so Meteoroid. And yeah, he's been talking about it since. Dropped him off in school today. He was talking about bombers. What's your favourite bomber? I don't know. What's the best bomber?
Jerry Adams.
Picked him up from school. So anyway, what's your favourite fighter? I'm like, oh my God, Jamie. God, help us. What did you do in school today? Oh God, you were inside. Oh, Major War Thunder. Beck 12s.
Still war and killing, isn't it? However, there is a new VR mod out yesterday for Portal 2.
Oh, I saw that. Yeah, that's why I watched the video actually. I started watching the video thinking I'd watch a couple of minutes and ended up watching, I don't know, a lot.
Is that Beard Avenger? Do you watch Beard Avenger? He's a funny guy. I always watch Beard Avenger videos these days. He loves his VR. He plays lots of different. He's got the PlayStation 2 VR as well as the Quest. In fact, I think he's got a Quest Pro.
Oh, I have watched some of his videos, you know that? Looking through here. Yeah. Cool. That is the one I watched. Yeah, it was his. Yeah. Ah, dead.
Yes, does look good. Yeah, I picked up Portal both 1 and 2 because apparently there is a method of playing the Portal 1 maps on Portal 2, so you basically got it all there. I did pick those up a few months back because I knew this mod was on this way.
Yeah, I got that. I think Epic might have been doing them, or something was, I don't know, either that or they were like on super cheap. They were like €2 or something.
I literally picked them up for a couple. I've never actually played. I watched my ex-stepson playing Portal, and it's like, but he can do it maybe, yeah. So by the time you've actually watched it for like 4 weeks, it's like, VR, yep, we did that. He was the reason why I haven't really played that, because I loved Assassin's Creed, the original. I then played Death, and I was just sick of the sight of it. It's like, I love the game, but I just can't bring myself to do it.
Okay, so your comment there. I watched the first half of that last night, that Russell Brand thing.
What? Russell Brand?
Brand, yeah, Russell Brand.
I didn't make any comments about that guy.
What are you saying? Paul Howell, someone in the chat.
I think you have me confused with someone else.
Oh, poor old Russell.
Yeah, George Russell.
George Russell?
Yeah, we're talking about the Formula One.
Oh, right. Oh, no way. God.
Did you see what happened in the Formula One?
No. I heard Red Bull lost the first time inside.
Oh, but they were all over the place. But in the last lap, the guy was going to score points the whole thing, and he just fucked up. He was out by the tiniest fraction, you know yourself, and he hit a wall and he was out. But just, I suppose, at 200 miles an hour and 1 millimeter off, you know, the kind of way, the impossibility of driving like that, I just can't even get around to it at all. I keep thinking to myself, oh, I could do that. You know, one imagines one can drive a Formula One car, but when I see how much power is generated, I know I wouldn't be able to do it. I'd go straight to the wall or just wouldn't even be able to drive. You know. Anyway, poor chap, he got all the bloody way around. Last lap, fucked it up.
See that video of the guy, I don't know if he was like, he's on telly or whatever. He looked like a guy that's on Made in Chelsea or something, one of those. Not that I watched, that's what I ever heard. But he was like, got to race a Formula One car, and he's talking about it, and they put him in, obviously, some sort of simulator. He was trying to do the brake.
You have to brake really hard.
Yeah, he's like, he was achieving like 30% pressure or something.
Yeah. I've seen people do that kind of thing, and they're like, no, you have to stand on it. Really.
It wouldn't want too sensitive brakes anyway, because that's ring stuff. But
to bringing the bloody thing down 200 miles an hour now to go around the corner is a lot less, and then put the foot down straight away. It's just wow. I wish I could do it. Anyway, that's the Russell I was talking about. But Dave's not here, and Dave's the big fan. But Dave is a big Lewis Hamilton fan.
yes, I am.
So even though George Russell is English, it didn't matter. He got crashed, and that meant that Lewis Hamilton came third as a consequence. So Dave was delighted.
Oh man, what, he was like second? He was like...
He was going to be third.
Right. Oh. And he got nothing.
He got nothing. And then he did the whole, I don't know how many laps, 75 laps or whatever around Singapore. I got nothing. I was sickened. I was actually slightly sickened by it. It's amazing how psychopathic Dave is. He doesn't care. He's like, oh no, Lewis got a podium. Dave. Yeah. Don't know why he's such a Lewis fan. As to think, you know, Lando Norris is English, George Russell is English. Yeah. English drivers. I wonder where he's gone. He's normally popping up now and being really annoying.
Like, it's Pele of Formula 1 for a while, you know what I mean? Winning everything. You gotta admire that talent.
Speedy Robot, may I borrow you now without going anywhere for 1 minute? I'm going to prep you with this, right? So, in 2017, a guy wrote a series of internet videos. He created this story, and it was the genre at the time called analog horror. Okay? And he named the story PETSCOP. And it's about this guy who finds a computer program, puts it on, and it's a game, plays the game, and then it turns out he's in the game. So it's a weird little story, right?
Brain scan.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's a pretty cool story, but it's weird and you know, and it's told as if, you know, it comes, oh, my name is Paul. This is what I'm doing. I start playing this game, and it sounds like Paul is a real person who's playing a game, but it's just an analog horror story. And they showed the game, and it's just someone has mocked up the game, and it has a copyright on 1997. But again, it's just this guy wrote this story. Now, what he says, and I read his post on Twitter, he said after he wrote it, he was sorry that he made reference to some real life things. There was some case where parents had been horrible to their children, and he brought that into the story. And he said, "Oh, I shouldn't have done that. I should have just left it as kind of pure fiction." But he just referenced that to bring in a little additional horror and so on. Anyway, okay, and the game and the story is called PETSCOP. Now, Dave has been telling me, he made me watch a 3-hour documentary. I'll tell you about the documentary in a sec. And he's now telling me that the thing is real. I'm going, God, Dave, it's a fucking story. And I don't know if he's winding me up or not, but he seems to think, or he's trolling me, that this guy Paul, who's reading the story, is a real person. And I'm going, no, it's a character in this story he created. But he's saying, but how did they have a piece of software made in 1997 that he's in? It must be real. And I'm going, hang on, what are you talking about? Ugh. Okay, so I need your help talking to Dave, okay, at some point.
The internet will tell you the truth. Try Facebook first.
Oh no, if you can look it up and it's on Wikipedia, it explains the whole thing. So I'm going through, but I don't know. So my ask for you is not to explain it to Dave or get on my side or anything like that, but just listen to the madness. And help me navigate the madness with this guy. He's off his head. Where is he?
Of all the phrases that can cause horror, it's z0wkey saying, "Help me navigate the madness."
You are a madness navigator. You're asking for help. What's the chance we've got?
Oh, Jesus. And I keep telling them, it's like someone watched Star Wars and they think Han Solo is real.
He is.
Oh, here. Jesus! Blood. Oh, God. So, yeah, there you go. Alright. Cray.
I can see the issues that Z's having, considering that everything is actually a figment of Z's imagination. Everything is real.
Dave, let's not pick on me, Dave.
So he's mind. This is what you want me to say.
I don't want you to say, I just want you to be a witness.
I will bear witness to this. Oh, the Blair Witch Project.
Yeah.
Phew, baby.
Oh, here he is now.
But
Alright. Question number 1. Why are you so keen on Lewis Hamilton? So when George Russell went down to the thing, you were delighted that Hamilton got.
I wasn't saying that at all. No, I would have liked to see. That would have only been his second win ever, and his first one was a bit janky. But no, I'd love to see him win. No, I was just saying at least Lewis wasn't usurped by Russell.
Your guy who's now old hasn't had a young tongue.
There's questions being asked. I mean, nobody lasts forever, especially in Formula One. Sometimes the more experience and look at Schumacher and people like that. It can work against you. It can work against you. It can, no question.
The next question is, Dave.
It's a lot of questions.
Is PETSCOP real?
Rob, you there?
I am, yeah.
Man never even knew what an archipelago was till he met me. Hey. I've taught him all I know. Well, some of it anyway. Little bits here and there. Brazier, archipelago.
Archipelago's a pretty sovereign sea bird.
Yeah.
Go on, David. Is PETSCOP real?
Don't know. Very tricky. It's definitely real. But what's the real part of it? Is it the AI? Is that real? Is Paul real? You real?
If you're getting down to that level, then you're really lost.
Back in Senses upset you, and I must admit it was quite a profound documentary. It had a very similar effect on me back then.
Jesus Christ. Here, did you see the Star Wars documentary? They went into space and they flew around and planet blew up.
Back to the Star Wars analogy. I don't know why that keeps coming up, Rob. I've got a link for you, Rob. You're educated, aren't you? When I think about it, you're quite academically blessed.
He's setting you up.
How am I setting him up? I'm just saying he might be the one to answer the questions.
Send your link and see what happens.
I wish I could, but I don't think Robbo's got that length of time to spare.
3 hours, yeah.
Yeah, there are shorter versions of it. I mean, you can type in PETSCOP on YouTube and everybody's covered this story. You know, it's such an interesting one, and there are many condensed versions. I like that one because it broke it down to such a point that it was to a point almost understandable, but it did, I feel, leave a lot of questions answered.
It does not start with the correct context. It doesn't start with, oh, this is a story a guy wrote in 2017. I think that's very misleading and could make people think part of it is real.
Well, no, the premise for the story, if that's what it is that Paul is he's found the game under his mum's bed, and he's reading what he thinks are deep and meaning parallels between his life and the game. And then, of course, he's got to wonder, was the game written for him? With him in mind, was he meant to find it? And then by the time that he's found links to real life and things are slipping into place, you know. But it's a shame that you skip past a lot of it. It's a shame you skip past the whole mirroring thing. That, for me, was probably the most telling part. You know, where he goes into the room and the character's mirroring what he does?
Yeah.
Yeah. The room split in half.
But it's still only just part of the story that's on.
No, hang on a minute, because it's not, is it? There's more to it than that, you know? There's a lot more to it than that. You've obviously got to that point, and then skipped a bit more. And it's just not a story that you can skip a bit more in at all. There ain't no skipping in this one. It's a tricky little bugger. Did you get as far as that character repeating all his movements on the opposite side of the screen?
Yeah, I went through that
Okay.
boring bollocks watching.
Hold on, because there's more to that, isn't there? Did you get as far as where he realised that actually, if he ran round the room quick enough, he could outwit the opposite of himself in the room, or Care, as it was, Carrie? But did you get that bit? Did you get the bit where he could actually break the cycle and move quicker than that character and get to places a little bit before them, so that it ended up where he wasn't being directly repeated?
But why does any of that matter when it's only
Now,
story?
because this is the package, you know, you see, this is what happens. There are more questions than answers. Well, a bit later on in the game, it transpires that was actually when he was moving around that room and that character was moving on the other side, the character on the other side was actually him. It was his inputs around that room that the game remembered and then repeated on the opposite side. So that when you go back to the... If you want to keep putting that in, that's fine. So, a bit later on, when he goes back to that room to check on it, he breaks that cycle. He makes the machine... Did you see the bit a bit later on where it filled the room up with characters and they were all random? Where is that the bit where he goes up to the windmill and it fills the room with random characters and they're all doing something that's out of place that they shouldn't be doing? And you see, you've watched that documentary here and you're trying to...
It's not a documentary, it's a retelling of the story.
You're holding on to that one.
It's a story, bro.
It's okay.
You're telling me Princess Leia went to the moon with Han Solo and blah blah blah. Oh yeah, so what? It's all within the covers of the book. It's contained within the story, but it doesn't have any relation to the real world.
Well, I don't know. You seem all fixated on whether it was real or not, and it doesn't really matter. That's by the by. You know, the point I'm making is it a metaphor for somebody else's life? Is it his actual life, or is it AI? Those are the three questions at the end.
I think the author was an imaginative person. That's decided.
You don't know.
It doesn't matter, it's only a story, it's not real.
Anyway. It's an interesting one. It's an interesting one, and it does lean to very early AI.
What do you mean AI? No, don't tell me. It's a fictional story, guys. That's the basic part.
There's only you going to know what AI is.
See, is AI.
Dave, they're a bit off your chump, aren't you?
z0wkey's getting it down to insults now. We're getting down to it now. We're just going to get down to basic insults. Did you see the bit where he collects the green key above his head?
Green key. Well, now, this is Princess Leia on the moon again.
Key.
So what?
He carries the green key on his head
So what?
for hours and hours and hours because it's to open the bloody windmill, basically. You know, that's to get him into the windmill or one of the rooms in the
Isn't
windmill.
that nice? But what has that got to do with the real world?
This is where it gets complicated. Well, that's when he goes into that room. He picks up the person, I can't think, Care's brother. He picks up Care's brother to take them back to the relevant house and all that. But the character in game tries to do something completely different, and he follows, and it ends up walking into that wall like it's pre-programmed to go somewhere else and it can't go within that game. That was quite a key moment. That was quite important because the same thing happens when he actually gets in there. Well, I don't know, a couple of days later he gets in there and all those random sprite characters appear and they're all doing things that they shouldn't be doing. Now the thinking here is that this is AI finding the boundaries and learning the parameters of the room, what can be done within the room and its environment, so on and so on and so on. And that's why it was walking into the wall. And that's not far from there that we bridge to the fact that actually what he's looking at is possibly himself on a completely different predetermined path. It's a bit like playing chess against yourself. Yeah? It's a very hard thing it would be a very hard thing for you to do to win because you know what the counter move will be, you know what your plan is, and you know what their plan is. Now that's the same kind of premise that they're giving you in the game. Was this learning all the time? Is he in actual fact?
You know, it's not a real game. It's just something the guy made up to illustrate a kind of canvas for his story.
Your argument is a bit singular. Have you noticed that? Let's
Gravity's a bit singular, but it's there.
Let's all agree that the game is just a story.
Okay.
Okay, now take it from there. What is the game?
Not just the game.
about?
The game is a sub part of the story. It's just an element within the story.
Paul as well,
Yeah.
and his friends.
Mhm.
You think that was in the game, Paul?
When you say in the game, in the story, I feel like we're going around in circles a
So
little bit there.
you think that Paul found the game?
I don't
and
think
then-
Paul found the game. I think someone wrote a story about a man called Paul finding the game.
Well, he can't write a story about a man. Who's Paul then? Who's the guy playing the game?
A fictional character created by the author.
The whole world's a stage, and I am but an actor. Don't know. You're gonna have to watch 3 hours of documentary to find out.
No, you don't. You go and look up PETSCOP and see it was released in 2017. It's an horror genre story. There's loads very similar. The strange part is you're taking this as if it's real.
I wouldn't have said that was a horror thing at all. What was horror about that?
What was horror about it? Good God, they're talking about rebirthing. So they get a child, and I'm not going to describe it, but it's not nice. That's horrifying. Yeah, it's a horrifying thing, for sure. That's torturing people who should be tortured over games, not there. You're weird.
You're weird. Getting blood.
I can't believe how insanely bizarre you are.
You're not going to go on about Star Wars again now, are you? That was real.
Hasn't happened yet.
Well, of course, that also is a big part of the game. How could it know of things that haven't happened?
Yes, when you're writing in 2017, you pretend the game was created in 1997. That doesn't mean it was.
Anyway, it's all getting a bit round in a circle.
It's gone a bit samey there, alright. Yeah.
I need someone that's watched the documentary to argue it with.
The documentary. Oh. Has anyone seen that documentary Star Wars 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7? They're all amazing. If I was anyone but me, I'd stay away from you. What's your team, man? Look, you've scared everyone into submission.
Out of it.
Yeah? How?
Reading up. What crash, that's even harder.
At this moment in time, I'd like to officially declare I'm not sure if Dave is trolling me or not.
Oh, see.
Yeah. Track record's right there, isn't it? Very difficult to know.
God, daylight's breaking out.
Oh, God. I just don't know.
Not really, no.
Dave. I declare an amnesty for the next half an hour.
Well, it's just a story. It's a bit like Star Wars. Kind of.
Come around.
There you go.
Excellent. I do feel like
It's not me that keeps bringing it up. I've already killed three hours of live watching it. I just wanted to talk about it. What everybody else is opinion was. Is the guy right? Is it the perpetual game? You know? Is the whole thing just AI feeding itself? It's looking for input from you, or
well, I'm going to wait for a third party to do a bit of research. Take it from there.
you know, if you were writing a game like that, which I'm going to say is a pretty janky fucking game anyway, but if you were writing a game like that, well, no, PlayStation 1, we're going back a minute, so, you know, they did look shit, didn't they? But if you were going to do that, you think you would choose the, you know, if you wanted to borrow aspects of that story to put into the game, would you choose the child abuse and murdered little girl thing?
It wasn't murdered. She was killed during rebirth.
Now,
Accident.
all that bit then.
That's the real story that apologized or regretted. What you call this fiction story.
Not one.
So she thought that story.
No, just glad I got it.
You were a great friend.
He's in the mood tonight, fella.
Do you know what? Being rocked. It's reality.
This is a modern world.
I don't know.
Oop. Oh my god.
Nah, back in a moment. Where?
That is a big midget. Nibbling on me later.
Well, so switching over to the car.
Watch the race, Rob.
So just switching over to VR, he said.
Ah. That looks impressive on Cyberpunk
Yes.
video that you sent. I thought they did that a lot better than GTA 5 ever managed. That did look actually quite good.
Considering that video was made by a 14-year-old lad, it's like he did a really good job of making that video.
Quite impressive. I keep looking. I might have another look at that one. I know I'm saying that I've got aiming backing up like you won't fucking believe. I put that bloody atomic heart on months ago. I keep forgetting it's still bloody there.
I'm not sure if you're actually here when I said to Robbo, there was a new VR mod released yesterday. Portal 2 VR. With full motion controls.
I've actually seen this reviewed somewhere. I've seen this mentioned in the press a couple of times, and they were saying it was a revelation and how fantastic it was.
Yeah.
And also the new Half-Life. Have you seen that?
Half-Life 1 remake?
Half-Life 3.
Really?
Yeah, I know. I keep reading bits about it and stuff, and I can't work out whether we're looking at something that someone's built from bloody Half-Life 2 or whether this is actually something in... But anyway, it's reality.
I know they've remade Half-Life 2 for RTX.
I did actually read the review that's come out. There was a reason about they should stop headlines. Sound of they should stop putting RTX onto things. Probably be remastered.
You still need to play Half-Life 2.
Half-Life 2.
Half-Life 2 VR mod. Don't download Half-Life 2. Download the Half-Life 2, the free Half-Life 2 VR mod from Steam itself. It's the official mod. It has the game basically attached. You need to own the game, which is what I've got the game. But you don't need to actually install the game. It installs everything through the VR mod, and it is unbelievable. It feels like a made-for VR game. You know, you two-handle the weapons, the pump action of the shotgun. It's all there. And it looks absolutely amazing. You thought Left 4 Dead 2 looked good with VR. You have seen nothing yet.
It did look a lot better than I thought it could possibly look.
Yeah, well,
surprising
Half-Life 2
just how much detail's lost without it.
Half-Life 2 looks 100 times better than Left 4 Dead 2 with VR. Seriously. You need to.
Well,
you have it. You just need to install it.
got it. Just need. I've got the original and all its bits and bob add-ons and
That's what I mean. For each of them, you've got Half-Life 2, Half-Life 2 Episode 1 and Half-Life 2 Episode 2. There are official VR mod versions on Steam. You know, that's why. You need to, yes, you need to own the actual game so you can play in the box.
yeah.
But you don't actually need to install the game, you just install the mod version. Get a problem. We'll find out in a moment. I'll actually throw you the link for Half-Life 2 mod.
Right. I'll have to make some base though, I think. Well, about Half-Life 2's going to be football, but
Well, yeah,
I really feel like it. Keep saying it, but I think I'm coming to. I've definitely got to lose. GTA 5. There's about 12 million gigabytes there that no one's using.
Okay.
3 gig storage space, that's all you need for it.
3 get his all, but mate. How times have changed it.
Oh, 8 gig, sorry, 8 gig of RAM memory minimum and storage 3 gig available space.
Yeah. Oh Christ, I'll well cover it.
Or recommended 12 gig storage space, it says. Do you want that in Steam?
Steam, yeah, Steam's a good place to put things like that because I don't bloody lose them.
And I have it before, but it seemed to throw away half the stuff we linked, didn't it?
Yeah, it keeps going a bit weird on me. I don't know what the crack is. It's something to do with that friends and family. But, I bet I can kick this off while I'm just playing.
Yeah.
Funny thing, but every time you see a still shot from Half-Life, especially Half-Life 2, whenever I played it through so many times that you know every single building.
Yes, but you're going to be seeing it from a whole new perspective now. You know the lovely telescopic sighted crossbow?
Yeah.
It all works. You can actually zoom in on the scope and everything.
Have a look. Got that installed now. Alright, she's ticking away nicely in the background. Leave that doing its thing. Great, ISP time as well, and we've we've still not got fibre. I've started looking round at favourable ISPs to go to, and without the fibre thing, it's actually proving really fucking difficult. So few people now that seem to just want to deliver broadband.
You don't have fibre.
No. No. There's a problem where I live. That a lot of it's grade 2 listed buildings and 3 and so on, and they can't just go and dig up the roads for fear of bringing down walls and things like that that have value. So yeah, it's really scuppered the whole fibre thing. They've had a few attempts at doing this, and I don't know, I can't believe that a year's passed already since that guy knocked on the door. He said, no, it's definitely coming in the next 4 or 5 months. You'll look at a big reduction in your prices and an increase. That's great, that's exactly what I want. Still no sign of it. No, I still do it all through a copper bloody telephone cable. I had them reinstalled. I've had a fresh one of them bloody things put in as well.
Yeah. Well, we're all copper cabling out to the main junction box.
Yeah,
but there's fibre in the village, so we kind of got partial fibre.
Well, my problem is that copper cabling outside. Even though I've had them replace it and fucked about with it and all the rest of it, it is too janky. Although to be fair, since I kicked up last 4 Sunday, came out and just did the entire fucking thing again. It no longer cuts off due to rain or anything like that, so I'm kind of pleased about that.
Yeah.
And it does maintain a constant speed. No, it's they've made their case very hard to argue. On the other hand, 40 megs these days is fuck all, it's nothing. Well, especially given the amount of shit that we've got running through it. All the tellies run through it, and bloody laptops and tellies, you name it.
Well, we've recently gone up from 40 to 60. I don't know how they've done it, but...
And is that what you actually get?
Well, yeah.
Done any testing?
When I'm actually downloading on Steam, that's what I'm seeing. It's pulling in at 60 meg.
Okay, that's near enough.
Oh, oh, did she? Good. Yeah. Not be asleep yet. He literally went to bed. think it was in VR, but it's actually in real life. Hang on, I've got to assist with vomit apparently. I shall be right back.
Long way down. No way. I never thought they'd run out of hammer again so soon. Right, just give me a second there. I've lost a cup of tea.
Oh,
Microphone muted.
yeah. Yeah. Okay.
Microphone activated.
All right. Yeah.
Quiet.
Yeah. Back in a minute. And we're back.
And I'm back. Welcome. Thank you very much.
Here.
Oh, always the same. Get yourself strapped into do a bit of VR. Here, your missus sends you a bloody message on your phone somewhere.
Do it.
Oh, we're good. Jesus, loud.
David,
Hello.
are you still building?
Yeah.
How's that going?
Well, we wanted an anchor point, and by Christ, I've definitely built that.
Sorry, say that again.
No, it was I'm talking to z0wkey, mate. He's saying I'm still building.
So I was using the pump action shotgun and had lines at the time.
So you built a massive base from a buttress.
Yes. Or it will be by the time I've finished. Definitely not helped by the fact that I can't get back to that main base. There must be a portal up further down the coast somewhere. So I have to keep working through the night. Oh shit, right now I'm building him. Really need to find where, let's look at this map here, just exactly where. So I died there. My God, we've travelled so fucking. I want to somewhere down that line. The portal.
and death.
Oops.
That's a long way to forward in VR as well. Accidentally stepped off the edge of the ravine down in outlying tunnels.
It's beside my bed, Jay, charging.
Tricky. Alright.
No way, not again.
Trouble at no?
I just keep running out of hammer, it just keeps breaking.
Doing a lot of building, so. Nara building.
Yeah, I've nearly managed to build to the top part of that mountain anyway, so
Built to the top of an mountain. I think that's a lot of building.
yeah, but I wanted to latch it all the way up into the mountain. So that, basically what I've done is built a parapet to a bridge.
Yes.
So I couldn't build it part of that mountain. But because I'm having to do that, I'm having to build it at like a 15-degree angle. Oh, further away from the edge, but in mind that was going to be the strongest way to do it.
Visualize what you're describing, alright? That's a solid base for sure.
All that while I'm cooking a chicken.
In real life.
Yeah.
Alright.
Been down to that company shop, and they had a corn-fed free-range chicken in there, big thing. Could have been 17 quid. So, but it was do it today.
I find you have too much food.
Yes. Hard to say no when you're there. Really is.
Bargain is a bargain.
That's about the size of it, you know. Come back with a load of that Marks and Spencer's barbecue chicken, all sort of cooked in sauces and stuff. Yes, 79 pence a packet, you know what I mean? Like, oh, he got enough food for tonight, I really don't, but it's like 79p, it's like, fuck it, yeah.
Remarkable.
Also, I'll tell you what today's were. They were, did you get matchmakers over there? You know, the little chocolate sticks?
Oh, I love those.
I'm not
Okay.
familiar with them personally, but
Well, they got a,
It's like an after eight kind of acceptance stick form.
yeah, that's it. Okay. Well, they're 75p a box, so we've got about 12 million boxes. Yeah, but and then also fruit capsules, which for some reason, white bag, even though the round trees and all that, there must have been overproduction at some level. They were 75p. Yeah, I know. You see, and you think, oh, I'll just get a couple, and then you think, well, actually, very hard to say no. Yeah. What is it, Rose? How much for that corned beef? Got to be less than £1. £1.51. How much is there, do you think? Just over a kilo. So it's cost £1.51 for just over a kilo of corned beef. Hard to say no, isn't it?
There's not 25 in the gaff though. Let's see.
Well, that's what Rosie's doing now. She's making loads of corned beef hash and all that kind of, putting it in the freezer. £50p for the peppers. They look quite fresh as well then. It's very hard to see. So yeah, might be cooking chickens, corned beef hash and soup all late into the PP. wall's that high, it's actually starting to drift out of draw distance. All the you look down at the bottom, it's just sort of grey shades and shit. I'm still showing green.
That's a good sign.
Yeah, I think so.
Long may
I
it
think
last.
so.
This could be it then.
Well, if it isn't, I'll have fun doing this. But if it isn't, then at least I can definitely rule it out of the equation, because this is about as solid as you can get. It's latched straight into the cliff face, no problem at all. And nothing artificial holding it. There's no iron bracing or nothing that you even had to look at iron or anything like that. Thinking, oh, surely that's it now, I'm at the top, and then, well, do you know what, I'll just do one more while it'll let me. But I've been thinking that for the past fucking 10 layers.
Crazy. Can't look forward to seeing it.
Well, I can't like see it myself in the bottom, because it must be quite a monolith. Just sort of keep dipping my head over the side just to see how we're going on, and we sort of got past the point of, oh my god, that's high and all that shit. It's like, oh, that's actually going out of draw distance now. But, yeah, that is quite high.
Is it presentable? Yeah.
Is it presentable? You can have a look if you want to. Is it not up? I'll put it up for you.
Yeah. Oh, let me know when you're up, please.
She's up.
Alright. On the way. Where am I going to land?
Not sure, but if it's down below, I guess you won't be getting up this wall. It's pretty unclimbable.
Can you portal me up?
Oh, god damn, my hammer ran out again. Are you down there somewhere, see?
I'm about to spawn.
Alright. Bring your hammer with you?
Yes.
And it saved me leaving the world again.
You know, just throw up an L bench and
I suppose you could.
jeez, leave the world. Yeah, you're quite close to me.
No, I can't actually. You'll have to build a little roof over my workbench for me, on account of the hammer's knackered.
Oh, let me head your way.
Well, I don't think you'll miss me.
It's a bloody blizzard.
There's a bloody blizzard.
Right, when you want to have a good view of the whole thing.
Oh, Jesus.
We're also included.
Yeah, cheers. I'm alright actually. I took some time off tonight and made some jerkies and bits.
20 jerky, 19 jerky, 15 sausages, 21.
A roof over the workbench with a roof over so I could repair the bloody tools. Now that'd be handy.
The storm's clearing. Not too far.
Storm has cleared. There's the edge of the world.
Is that the sun going down? I won't have the sun go down. Oh, good grief. I see some man person standing at the end of something.
Really? I don't see you. Oh yeah, I do. I see you now.
Good grief.
Nearly at the top.
You know when they have hundreds of thousands of people build a hydroelectric dam in some massive building works, that's what this looks like. Crazy crap.
I can hear you doing something. I just can't. Oh, I see you there. Yep. Ah, well done, sir.
Just need a roof over this thing, isn't it? Very good. This guy is. There you go.
Lovely. Yeah, thank you. Okay, that makes a difference.
Extraordinary piece of work.
But it will be when I finished it. I've got to brace in the two main struts out of the one way down.
Have you got the port down there to come back?
No, I'll just run up. It's only up there. Only up the side of the mountain. Still got one half of this to build and latch into the wall. Well, let's get a picture of that. See, that does look a long way up. Then might build a little bit of a tower or something on top, just a little something to call home. And then I'm going to start bracing my way out. Exactly how far we can get. Actually found a bit. Now I've come down here I can see some bloody bits that are missing.
How do you see in this dark? Pretty hard to see.
Yeah, no, it's crazy. I've struggled.
hard to see.
It is quite hard.
I think this.
Ain't no walking about. But it's harder down here because you keep bleeding, drowning as well.
Hazardous workplace.
Wow, sun's coming up over, moon's coming up over it. That looks good. I got a good screenshot there.
See you at all.
Yeah, like getting over the side of the mountain. Running out of stamina a bit. Well, you do look a long way up there.
How far out can you go from the base like this?
We're going to find out, aren't we? I'm not just going to rack it in iron. I'm going to put some bracing in first. I'll finish off that other strut because there's only the one on the left that's done. And then I'll see how much you can tie those into it while it's still green. And then from that point, I'll start bracing out. And then I'll put some ironwork down and we'll see how well that holds. I mean, I have built out over some absolutely crazy distance doing it that way.
You're just gonna push me over the edge. Yes, you are.
Can't see shit down there. Wheel just got the power motor.
No, it's the power of the Queen.
There you go. But that's all. Just with stone. That's it. There's no, there's nothing iron or not use any core wood or anything like that. That's just purely by stacking stone and actually into the mountain. It's quite surprising how high you can get just by doing it that way. Alright, just give me a minute. Oh, gosh, I can't pause.
Oh dear.
Oh, idiot.
We'll take that as a yeah.
Oh, really? What? Yeah. Oh. Oh. Oh God. Okay, do you want to? I can hear. I'm in the game very loud. I don't know if people are talking or knocking. Oh. I don't know. Oh, jeez, tree. You have a lot to learn about rally driving. Can anyone hear me? Is my mic cool?
Yes, it is.
Hey, good.
Who? What?
Too fucking loud. Say what now?
Where's my hearing aid working?
Fucking hell, this is... I'm doing the Colin McRae thing of Rally, Dirt Rally 2. It's, I drive it so hard. It's amazing fun, but,
Yes. Hard, yes. Oh, shit. I, on the other hand, I'm in Half-Life 2 Episode 2 VR. Oh, son. Really quite unnerving. I'm basically in a giant underground ant colony with a shotgun.
well, I can't hear anything again, just so I don't know. There's turn the game down, but... Whoa! Jeez, I think I should stick to the mini for a moment. Yeah, too powerful. Stick to the mini until I get the hang of that. Now I need it.
Oh, that was close. Nothing this way.
No! Oh my.
You still there, Z?
Yeah.
Rummage.
I'm on a quite close look where I am.
Yeah, I've just noticed. Yeah, you're pretty far north.
There's a bit of rock here. Get to it on an iceberg. Let's hope I don't get sucked over. It's quite a big swell, so there are times where the rock is visible and it goes lost perspective here though.
Oh, you fucking... Oh, it's doing so well. Hit the ditch.
What you playing, Rob?
Dirt Rally 2. Doing the,
Oh, yeah, well.
man, I'm doing the Colin McRae one. I haven't had the actual game itself. I tried to go and continue my career. They were like, cars been damaged. I was like, oh,
Yeah.
that's what happened the last time I was playing. Got into the sort of arcade mode, Colin McRae ones, which seem just about handling the mini. Just about handling it.
Great, yeah, man, I love that game.
Yeah, what got me thinking about it was these, I think there's a new WRC game coming out. And VR support's coming out soon after. Apparently, I was reading on the
Oh, really?
Got to VR. Yeah, it was posted there 5th of September, so it has to be soon, yeah. Just on that Twitter thing. Yeah, that's good. It's my last attempt. Only so much getting knocked around in my thing. Just come back into that again. Oh, measure. Okay. Lost a wheel. Okay. Switching over and I'm back in a second.
Ah, shit.
I don't think after even the artificial island I just built, I don't think it's close enough to the edge. It's as close as you are now.
I mean, it doesn't have to, like I said, it doesn't have to be an island. All it's got to be is a little, and it doesn't even have to be above the waterline. It could be just shallow water.
That one was under the water and I built it up, but it's still, unfortunately, is about the same distance as you are now. So there's no advantage. Sad face.
Rob, can you hear? Oh, shiner, sugary doodah thingy, bollocks.
Be adequate. What?
Crystal.
Who?
Bravo.
Did you ever complete Alex? Although,
No, I'm very near the end actually. Not yet. I was only thinking about that the weekend actually. I was thinking after I got the chair working, I was like, oh, I need to go back to Alex now. I have to finish that freaking game, and I'm so near the end. I'm right getting into the main thing. Actually. God.
now that the Half-Life mods have been out for a while, there's a lot of people saying that yes, Half-Life Alyx looks amazing and it was really, really well done in VR, but it just didn't have the gameplay of the original Half-Life 2s and episode 1 and 2.
You're a bit like, because you're on
Alright,
track,
yeah, yeah.
things you have to follow a...
Well, I think things like, you know, the antlines, when you take out the antlines in Alyx, you've got to take out, like, particular legs and things like that, don't you? They come at you quite slow, you literally rip them to pieces. Whereas in the actual Half-Life 2 and the rest of them, the antlions attack you en masse. It is panic fire. It's an intense situation. You literally just, you don't care. There is none of this, oh, target this leg and target that leg. It's literally just drop the son of a... We're running out of bullets, hit it with everything. You know?
Throw shit at it.
Wish the sun would come up.
Yeah, Kim was saying that someone has rescued a kitten. She's like, do you know anyone who wants to rescue a kitten? I was like, no.
You are. You're super quiet right now. Sure, it's not just me.
Is it? Can anyone else hear me okay?
Yeah, you sound fine, yeah.
Yeah. Raise you in TeamSpeak with 3DDs here. That's business.
Alright. On my level, or do you have me in minus? Well, I did understand you have me in minus, because that,
I did
Well,
have
the
you on
Oculus
minus before,
very
but now you're +3.
alright. How do I sound?
Sound kind of breathy and whatever.
A bit out of breath, to be honest. Just trying to catch my breath.
Just keep blowing on the mic. It's like having a blowjob.
Yeah. Good job. Oh, I put the mic really close to my mouth because you can hear me now. I think I should move it away a little bit so it's not catching every
Yeah. David.
my
Yes.
hype goal.
Yeah. Have you finished? Can you throw up a port, please?
Yeah, portal, yeah.
And what we call this one? Z6. Please.
That's 6.
060. Okay.
No problem.
You know, I thought, what if this bollocks is after putting the portal right on the edge of the ship and I go through it and die? What? And you did. That's exactly what you did.
There you go. The power of Fortho right there.
What are you doing?
Doing a little bit of chipping away at the mountain, just so I can make a neater square so that I can put some bracing down.
Alright, well, I'll come back here one of the days, but that's it. You're as close as you're going to get.
Yeah, well, I'm going anyway, mate. I'm hungry as well, so.
Now, listen, you heard what Speedbo's missus said about eating after, what, 6 or something, so.
Oh yeah, but I'm working on my waistline.
Building it out.
Yeah, I'm fattening up for the winter, you know. You'll be sorry when you have to turn the heating up.
You just be a big
Back there,
pile of
casually
blubber.
burning me fat off. Yeah.
Just one way for thin mint, David. Disgusting.
There goes the hammer again. Outside. Catch you later, guys. Good game.
All right,
Later,
man.
man.
You too. See you soon.
User disconnected from your channel.
Jesus Christ, see.
Sorry. I did try and make things. Sorry. Oh god. Yeah, I've got a pile.
Back in a sec.
the Nordy accent?
I think saying great in an Nordy accent. Great.
Is it Colin McRae? Is he from the north?
Great. I think he might be, is he?
I have to turn you down again, Mr. Bretty. Sorry. It's just getting quite a lot of straight onto the mic breaths.
Not to...
I might have turned TeamSpeak down, so I'll just turn the whole thing off. Hey. Yeah?
How does that sound?
Very nice. Did you see that Meteor was a hoax? Yeah, we talked about that, didn't we?
Oh, the meteor, yeah. Oh, God, the poor bastard.
He must be. He's supposedly an expert, and yeah. Oh God, it's so embarrassing. Jesus. He may never work again. You'd think after a gap like that, huh?
Well, he's only a... I thought he was only an amateur.
Yeah, but when the thing happened, and I'm not about either, but I said, one, the rock's too big, the hole's too small, and it's at the wrong angle. The meteors come in at an angle, this is straight down. Yeah, I was skeptical, but wait, interesting. He should have. So embarrassing.
Oh, the Scarlet.
Yeah. Oh, that could ruin someone now. Oh, it hurts me. So embarrassed today. Yeah.
No, he was Scottish. that's how long it took me. I was trying to get distracted from reading. I know nothing about Colin McRae. I learned a whole lot about him just there. Holy shit! What a way to go!
Colin McGregor. Colin
Yeah.
McGregor. What are you doing?
Colin McGregor.
Pretty silly.
What are you doing? What are you doing?
Whatever, man. I'm just running around and leading Valheim track.
Nice.
What are you up to?
I was gonna go jump into Call of Duty. I'm craving a bit of Wreckfest, but I have been sitting here watching shaders.
Not really sure now.
No. I wonder is it mic positioning or what is it? I don't know. Science I don't understand. Then I'm breathing my nose again, so that's probably why we heard another nasal passage there. That's your nasal passage. Open. Oh fuck, I think I'm going to the office tomorrow. I don't have to go into the office tomorrow. I don't make arse to go into the office tomorrow. God.
Gone are the days when you had to be in Monday to Friday.
Yeah, man. At a particular time. Until a particular time.
When I say gone,
Really give a shit. When was the last time you were in the office? Skywalker.
several weeks ago.
Nice. That's the ideal situation right there. I don't know why you're talking.
Here's that naughty thing straight
Dipping in there. Oh god. Oh, that's good. Do that. Woke up at 4 AM this morning, wide awake. Went to get a good, nice early sleep. Got to bed like, I don't know. It says asleep probably 10:30, 11. And then thinking, oh my god, this is so amazing. I'm getting a nice proper sleep. And then my buddy did, hey, you've had 5 hours or 6 hours. That's good enough. Like, no.
Awake at 4 in the morning.
Yeah, it took me it took me half an hour to sleep. I was trying not to look at the clock at all. And I was like, well, I put on one of those rugby matches that I have little interest in just to lie here and think about bad shit. That's what I did.
Lay there talking about mad shit.
Yeah. That's it. That's what I did. Pain the hoop, but you know, got through it. Felt like a sleep, woke up. Felt pretty good today. Still felt like I had a decent sleep. Yeah, feeling relatively eventless weekend, which was good. Good.
Oh, you didn't watch the Eddie Australia played rugby with Eddie Jones?
Oh, I didn't.
Yesterday.
Go on, what was all that about?
He had, well, okay, the background is he had selected a player that the media in Australia didn't like.
Oh, right, okay.
But
All right.
What the hell was the media? But people then were obviously wound up against this guy. Anyway, he fucked up big time in the game.
Oh, the player did?
Yeah. Like absolute shambles. And then basically gave away the score.
Okay. Oh, yeah.
The other
it's not
lads,
gonna-
he missed a ball, and the other lads got it, went in and scored a try. And you'd never see Australia doing something like that. Just never. Because they've been playing the game for years. They're not naive and a bit shit. So, I was, and that meant Australia were losing. So the question was, what is Eddie Jones going to do? Anyway, he subbed him straight off.
That's gonna rock your confidence, isn't it?
It is, but it was probably
Necessary.
the right thing to do. But it was, what would you say, ruthless.
Yeah. Oh, he's a ruthless mofo. Anyway, I mean that's his. What do they say? That's his.
Yeah, but I think
That's
he
his- what
needs
they
to
call
be
it?
there. The thing is, he's such a prick that you wouldn't know if the squad in the dressing room are into him or they think he's a horrible person. It's hard to tell.
Yeah. I'd say he's funny as hell at times because he's so ruthless. There's ruthless things people would be very funny. You wouldn't want to be said about you. Hey, I'm offended.
Oh, you wouldn't want to be offended, no. And when he starts calling people mate, I'm not about that, mate. You just feel like, a bit of a fight
Yeah,
there.
you're not his mate. Like saying sweetheart to her.
Yeah. That's exactly right.
Yeah, I remember in Kerry, and this woman was blocking up narrow road, like on the coast kind of thing, and blocking up the whole thing. With loads of tail end traffic both ways, and she was refusing to move. And Chev was like, I'm going to talk to her. And he's like trying to reason with her, and she was like, I'm not moving. He's like, well, no one else can move unless you move in there. No one else is able to move. It's all down. And I think she wasn't listening. He called her sweetheart. And he came back to the car and he was like, oh, she's moved in, but it's like, it probably didn't help that I called her sweetheart. And she wasn't listening. It was like brilliant. But yeah, no, I mean, Santa Partridge says sarcasm gets your point across quicker. Nice for this. Nice for the UZ. Not as nice. I know, nice for the user, not as nice for the UZ. Ah, look, don't listen to me. I'm trying to concentrate and shoot people here. Thank God somebody, even out of the two of us, knew what I was talking about. I wasn't sure. What else is going to say there? I cannot think of what the heck it was. Get this. Isn't it? That's just the thing.
Did you say Call of Duty or breakfast?
What do you fancy yourself? Breakfast?
Feeling as with the error it is, a little bit more towards breakfast.
Yeah. I'm here for you, man.
I was doing the single player. I was saying I got to the.
Oh yeah.
I'm 1,000 points away from the pros.
Ooh, nice. Good going. I am now.
So there's a couple of races and then we get that pro bit. And then after that, what's the championship? Amateur, contender, professional, championship. Anyway, you know the different sections of the single player. Which one? You at level, massive level that you're at, you must be quite high. You must be in the pros.
Yeah, I haven't been able to really look at it since Jamie went on. And boss traces, and I went backwards. That happened.
That's the risks. Oh, come here. You know, in that. That's what I was going to say. You know, in that World Warships.
Oh yeah.
I was playing the operation, and you know, you start with 7 players, whatever it is, against tons of enemy ships. In the end, and I didn't notice at the time, or I would have been blank and made a mistake or something, but I was the last ship alive. And I managed to get it, stay on time, or stay alive until the time ran out, and that meant we won, so it just gave me a ton of points for being the last player alive.
Beautiful days.
So
I have it going. World Masters. I had. Oh, I'm on World Masters. So they are unlocked. Pros unlocked. I'm on World Masters now.
Oh, so you're at the last one, the highest level.
Yeah, 2,830. What happened there? Did I go back, or I don't know. Do you know? I'm gonna guess. And jump into poop socks. 9 laps left, so we've got loads of time. I know.
Fast computers do too many things at the same time.